This is Spanish 3, Global Challenges, Vocab 156 through 160. I'm going to say the following words in English, then Spanish, and then clap. And after I clap, I'd like you to repeat the English and the Spanish with me. Here we go. 156, the prison or the jail, la cárcel. The prison or the jail, la cárcel. 157, to imprison, encarcelar. To imprison, encarcelar. 158, the dictator, el dictador. The dictator, el dictador. 159, dictatorship, dictadura. Dictatorship, dictadura. And finally, 160, the explosion, la explosión. The explosion, la explosión. Now, how are we going to remember that cárcel is jail? Well, I think when someone gets arrested for drunk driving, they should put the car in the cell with them. I think when someone gets arrested for drunk driving, they should put the car in the cell with them. That would be really crowded, and if the prisoners started causing trouble, just start the car, and carbon dioxide will make them go to sleep. And notice there's an accent. Now, this ends in L, so it's what we call a lizard word, so we expect to stress the last vowel. Remember, if it ends in L, Z, R, or D, the very last vowel gets stressed. But this accent mark says, hey, break the rule. Don't stress the vowel you expect, stress me. So don't say cárcel, say cárcel. Now, if cárcel is prison, they put the car in the cell with you. To imprison is encarcelar, encarcelar, encarcelar. Okay? If you put somebody in prison, you encarcelar them. Okay? So you put them in prison, they're imprisoned. Easy enough. Now, remember, green letters mean the letters are exactly the same in English and Spanish, and they're even in the same order. So, dictator is dictador. It has 3, 6, 7 of the same letters. All right? Now, remember, everybody say adore. Adore. Adore means a person who or a thing that. Matar is to kill, and what do you call the guy in a bullfight that kills the bull? He's the matador. Adore, a person who. Jugar is to play sports. What do you call a fellow who plays sports? A jugador, a person who plays sports. So, dictador is a person who is a dictator. Now, dictatorship sort of has a derivation of the word dictator in it, but it's dictadura. Listen and repeat. It would be tough to endure living in a dictatorship. It would be tough to endure, see the word endure, living in a dictatorship. Well, I guess it's great for the dictator and his cronies. I mean, they get whatever they want, but for everybody else, it's kind of awful. Now, explosion is explosión. Okay? Now, notice every word that ends in O-N has an accent. Okay? In Spanish, if a word ends in O-N, educación, proclamación, emancipación. Okay? And it's la explosión. And again, let's go back to the point I was making earlier. A lot of times, things that are good, valuable, or important are masculine, and things that are bad or fragile or undesirable are female. So death is female, sickness is female, jail is female, and explosion is female. Okay? So Spanish isn't a sexy language, but it's a sexist language. Male things tend to be good things, and female things tend to be bad or weak things. And I guess if you're involved in an explosion, that's a bad thing. All right, time for a post-test. Please take a few moments, look at the English and say the Spanish equivalents out loud, or even better, look at the English and write the Spanish equivalents down. This has been Spanish 3, Global Challenges, Vocab 156 to 160.